Gem, here today to give you 5 top tips in grounding. So a lot of people do talk on grounding, what it actually means though. Some of you may be a bit overwhelmed as to what it's all about. Grounding basically is a really good way to center yourself when you're overwhelmed, feeling anxious, running 100 miles an hour, things don't feel like they're going right, you feel confused, you feel lightheaded, like things just don't make sense. This is usually a good indication that you need some time to get grounded. So, especially for a lot of us on these journeys, we spend a lot of time kind of, up in the the air. So we do need to be brought back to earth sometimes. So here's some top tips. They help. Try them, don't try them, completely up to you. As always, I'm just guided to share with you guys what I feel needed to share. So virtually with your grounding, guys, the best thing you can do is get outside into nature. Literally take your shoes off, stand on the earth. If you have a garden, get out there and get your hands in the soil. Barefoot, laying down, in the sunshine, whatever you can get. And then visualize yourself growing roots out of your feet and connecting to the core of the earth. This is probably by far the best technique I've ever found. Just that vitamin D, that earth connection, it does wonders for getting grounded. So if you can, barefoot on the earth, 5-10 minutes a day is all you need. Obviously the longer the better. If you don't have a garden, get to a park or the beach or somewhere of a nature element. Even sit by a tree is great as well. So that's number 1. Number 2, meditation and visualization. So if you don't have access to a park or a garden or anything in the moment, just even take a few deep breaths and visualize that roots growing out of your feet and connecting to the earth. That in itself will rev up the process. And then a meditation. So I always just find I Google or YouTube a guided meditation for what I'm feeling. So jump online, have a look, grounding meditations, you'll find something guided. Again, just 5-10 minutes, you don't need to be there all day. If you've got the time though, I suggest really taking it on board, really focusing on that breath, centering yourself and getting to that nice balanced level of grounding. That's number 2. Number 3, you can use crystals. Now, crystals are one of my favorite things. I know if I have a busy day, I like to carry my grounding crystals, purely for the sake of if I get caught up running around, I sometimes go a bit loopy. So I'll usually carry something like red jasper, black kyanite, or hematite is also a really good grounding crystal. You can either just wear them like in your bra, in your pocket, or get them as jewelry, so a bracelet or a necklace even. But they're just handy to have on hand, especially if you know that for whatever reason you're just maybe going to be a bit busy, or if you feel like you're going into a crowd or a group or something that kind of takes you off with the fairies a little bit, it'll just help to keep you grounded. Again, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, put it under your pillow at night too. That can just help, keep you grounded while you're sleeping. So that's number 3. Number 4, I feel like I've lost my train of thought completely. Salt baths. 4, salt baths. So obviously, Epsom salt, magnesium salts, it's an earth concept. So, it's very great, a salt bath, warm water. Water is a natural element. Again, just sitting in the moment, feeling that energy kind of come in, into the body, into the muscles. And if you can, take that moment to just close your eyes and breathe and just visualize like that earthiness, kind of really absorbing into the body, the natural salt minerals, washing away all the burdens, all the negativity, all the pent up energy that you may have going on. But even if you can't have a salt bath, I also recommend just getting some salts and maybe like a carrier oil. And if you're feeling tension in anywhere, just even kind of like rubbing it into that area. Again, the salt itself, it's a natural earth element, so it's going to help just kind of bring you back into that connection. So that's number 4. And lucky last, number 5, you can also eat. Now, when I say eat, I don't mean going hell for leather at everything you can get your hands on, but particularly root vegetables are a great source of grounding. So if you can incorporate things like carrots, potatoes, pumpkin, you know, parsnips, all those really good, abundant, earthy vegetables, you know, you'll naturally feel a little bit more restored as well. So that's probably not my first go-to when it comes to grounding, but it definitely can help, you know, just keep that bit of balance, especially in like the root and the sacral chakras, because they are kind of the earthy colors as well. So it kind of helps to coincide. So I do hope that helps, guys. Obviously, at the end of the day, if life is overwhelming you and you just can't get your shit together, you know, healings, obviously go check it out with a professional if you feel like it's getting to a point that it can't be managed by yourself. But a lot of the time, you really just need to take 10 minutes out of your day, get connected to the earth, take some deep breaths, and just relax. Give yourself that space, refocus, regain that you know, control, I guess, of your life, of yourself, of your emotion. And just don't let, you know, the higher end emotions, the negativities and things get the better of you. Just use one or all of those techniques when you can. Like I said, the deep breaths and the grounding of the earth visualization is the simplest, most effective technique I can guarantee, but obviously there's others there to try. As always, find what works, stick with it, and I really hope that helps you guys get grounded. So thank you for tuning in. I hope that helps. As always, let me know in the comments. I love to hear your feedback and make sure I'm delivering purposeful advice. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.